It's a cold night. You ain't doing shit to us. I ain't never seen you. What's up? I ain't never seen you. What's up? I hear them talking, moving till they bite the dust. I ain't never seen you. What's up? I ain't never seen you. What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm moving so fast. Hit on that shit, got that gas. Going to death with that gas. Smoking this shit, it don't last. I do this shit when the rich got it, rich made it. I'm on top now, everybody know that I'm not faking. He shot it, he's taking, he's taking. Hey, I do everything that I want to do. Everything I've done when I wanna know. Yeah, so when they come over, I'm like, it's a cold night, I don't know what's up, what's up. It's a cold time, I cannot stand up, stand up. It's a one night right on the door.
I'm so glad that your noise suppression's not on, so I know exactly what audio we're getting. So, welcome to the Lab Grown Podcast.
Welcome to Lab Grown Podcast.
Yeah, I got Vlad here. Vlad.
Hello.
Vlad's about to do a dab.
Here we go.
So I'm gonna let him do it.
I'll put it far away from the mic so it doesn't.
Nah, get it in there.
Really hot.
Want everybody to know.
Shouts out to Bethany. Shouts out to everybody watching. Love you guys.
If you are watching this podcast, I'll be amazed.
No way. People are going to watch it, but they fuck with me now. And they're going to fuck with you. Lab Grown Podcast. Lab Grown Podcast episode 2. Who's coming on?
What? This is episode. What are we at now?
Yo, it's not 2.
Shit, Vlad. Nah, I just typed in your name in Google, not Lab Grown Podcast. Sorry. So we're actually on episode. This will be episode 8. Because the last episode the people will hear is the curse words episode.
Wow.
And before that was the expert timing episode, which was the first band I ever had on the
Expert
show.
time. What a fucking great name for a band, dude. What are they like?
So they are a blend of like power pop, emo, just like punk rock.
Power pop.
Just
fucking
and,
sick.
Just like a lot of they're a guitar band is the best way to express it, like truly. Is they're a DIY band and the guitar like a guitar band. They cool ass band.
They did an interview?
Big fans of I did the interview with them, yeah. And with them I don't think they smoked weed and I was too nervous to ask. So I was kind of like super baked and I wasn't sure if they were, and I didn't ask. It was also 11 in the morning, and they're like, I don't know their lifestyle.
What's like the difference? Like,
but
am I the first rapper you interviewed?
No, the first rapper I interviewed was Pink Navel.
Whoa, what a name!
Yeah,
Pink Navel.
Pink Navel. Do you know?
I mean, I should. Pink Navel sounds like it's like a pretty intriguing name. Like like
they're dope. They were the first one I did. Yeah. Who else raps? Who else has been on the show that raps? Problem Area is an Amy Bestevez.
Oh, Amy! Shout out Amy. Amy, I fuck with you. Amy, I love you. Amy. I danced. This is audio only, but I was doing like a dance. That's so funny.
Oh, I saw.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're technically the second Kill Me Lord member to be on the show.
Yeah. Wow, which is crazy. That's actually kind of nuts. That's so cool. 7 months ago, it wasn't even anything, Now it's like, now you saying that to me. Very cool.
Vlad, so how's your day going? I feel like we went over this. This is our like third time doing small talk, but we finally. Vlad didn't know we were doing audio only.
I wasn't recording.
Yeah, but that was some good times, and now we're here. It's still a good time.
Well,
Vlad,
I went with my girlfriend this morning to the doctor. I took her over there. And I was just in the parking lot, and I was just like tweeting all morning, bro. I just let out like at least 100 tweets, just typing. It's crazy. My fingers, the bruising a little bit from how much I was typing. feeling good, bro. I'm making some tofu right now in the air fryer. Having a dope conversation, and I have a new LP. I mean, we didn't talk about it because we were recording.
We need to talk about it.
I have a new LP that I just dropped called Vlad. So my name is Vlad, right? But my LP is called Vlad too because I just wanted to. So I'm just gonna lay it out for you all real quick. For the next month, what you're gonna be experiencing from me is, I guess I'm gonna just give the audience that I kind of built on Twitter exactly what they've been asking for. You know, everybody just wants content, music. Okay. So this first project, 7 songs. I think it's like 20 something songs that aren't on all platforms. It's dropping on all platforms. I don't know, whenever DistroKid lets it happen. You know, I don't know when that's happening, but it's already submitted. So that'll be dropping. That'll be soon. That could be today or tomorrow. Every day I check and they just don't tell me. But so there's some people that are waiting for that, and then hopefully people will want to stream that. And so that's like that. But then there's like the second phase of this, which is like the project with Beardex, which I've been working on that for, I don't know, it feels like a year now we've been working on that. And that's my fault that we've been taking so long, because I never do the perfectionist bullshit, bro. But I was like, dude, I have to make sure this is perfect. And then after that, I'm dropping my album. And actually, this is the first time I ever talked about this, like, in public ever. I really fuck with you. And I've been thinking about this plan for like a minute. And for a while, I was like, people are just gonna think that this shit is just like out of nowhere, random type shit. But I've been planning this for so long. We're making sure my homies know that I support them and love them for so long. And I think it's, I'm excited right now. You said how my day was. That's literally like what's on my mind today.
For sure. I mean, and it seemed like you dropped like the Vlad LP out of nowhere. Yeah. But you had mentioned you were going to do that on the Scotty show.
Bingo. Big bro.
Yeah.
Yes. Right. And no one would know. How did you... Man, you watched that interview. It's crazy. That's only ever done one interview. Man.
I fuck with the Scotty show.
Scotty rules. Shout out Scotty.
Crossover episode. But yeah, so... I don't know. It seems like it came out of nowhere, but you're talking about it. It's just
in the ether. I put it in the social ethos. But
yeah. You don't have to tweet everything, you know.
Like, but sometimes, dude. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know. Sometimes, okay. So you know how early on in like, when I started this. Oh, can you still hear me? I'm sorry. Yeah. When I was first making any money off of this, it was like. I didn't have I wasn't really working. I was like figuring out how to like sell some wax, and like I wasn't making any money. When I started making money is when I started posting on Twitter, and out of nowhere, like I didn't have any support for like any of my music at any point in my life ever. And when I say that, I mean like I'm sure like I had family to support me and stuff, but like I didn't have like social support, so I never like needed it. You know what I mean? Like I never like I'm the kind of person that's like. I got 4 best friends type shit, you know what I mean? We out here doing acid, out here going to this place, and I don't need, you know what I'm saying? I got them, I got my family. I just really don't need anyone. So the social gratification aspect of it, I was like, whatever. But then I realized that a lot of people socially really they're really interested in people who aren't really like giving them exactly a very like healthy dose of social gratification. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna make music I want to make, and if people like the fact that sometimes I'm disinterested about the fact that they care, I'll let them deal with that. And so I thought maybe I'll seem like an asshole to people, but that wasn't the case. People were like, oh, that's just being real, being honest. And I never ever in my life have been treated that way. You know, everyone's always like, you're an asshole. You're a dumbass asshole. But now people are like, wow, you're cool. You're a good person, cool person. And it's all because of the music. And it's all because of Twitter. I literally wouldn't have a career without Twitter. So, shout out Twitter.
Shout out Twitter, yeah. Well, you have like, I don't know, you set pretty good boundaries without having to say anything. And if you don't reply to something, because like I've sent you beats and you'd probably like either listen to it and it wasn't your style, or you just like, I have so many goddamn beats, like this person sending me a beat. I don't know. because like you had never heard my shit. You don't know. You didn't know if you fucked with my music or not. So it's like another beat. Like, what am I gonna do? It's like, yeah, that's fine. Like you didn't need to respond. Like, and that's the shit. But like,
that's so funny.
and like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but like that's another thing. It's like
that's so funny.
I don't know. Some people be like, Vlad's an asshole. Vlad didn't even respond. You know, like it's like this motherfucker's busy. If some, because people send, I'm not like blowing up. People send me beats sometimes.
But it's half and half. It's half and half. You know, like yes,
it just depends on the day too.
You're not obligated to. You know, you're not obligated. I'm not obligated. You're not obligated and not obligated to say anything or respond to anyone. But also like you hit me to do this, right? And like. For me, it was exciting because I was like, you know, this is cool. Like this, I was like, I want to talk. I want to let someone that cares about the shit that I make know why I care about it. This is what I want, and I respected you for that. And in the past, when you sent me some beats, I did like those beats, but I think I probably was honestly just high or just aw shit. It's three options: either I didn't like it, I'm high, or to be honest with you, bro, sometimes I get into like a third situation where I just get like stuck. It just happens sometimes. It's not always. And it's usually typically is a socially triggered. And I didn't realize it until I was like much older. But that's why like I try to stay like kind of like by myself typically with like my own people. Just because like I'm like sometimes in like social situation, bro, I'll have like something will just like make me go like, oh. Nah, I gotta go home. Like, I'm not fucking with this.
Yeah, no.
So I just like, that's how I get with the beats. You know, I'll listen to one and I'll be like, fuck, I gotta say something. What do I say? No, I shouldn't say anything. And then weeks will go by, and then I'll be like, oh no, I'm trapped. I'm trapped. Ah!
I do that shit too. Like, shout out to Grayed Out, my friend Grayed Out, and fellow collective member Grayed Out. They send me beats all the time on Discord, and sometimes I listen to it and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna try, and then I forget to download it and I never do anything with it. But they keep sending me shit, and I appreciate it because I'm still someone they think about for collaboration, even though I am very inconsistent.
Right. And you appreciate like the fact that they're sharing that art with you, and it's like almost like I don't want you to cut me off of that like lifeline, like. Man, it's tough because it's like business, you know, it's half and half business. And somebody wants to have a business relationship with you. But sometimes I view it like this is somebody who's extending themselves as a human being, a part of themselves, you know, like this is how like, hey, check me out. Like we could be friends. This is my art. Can we connect? And I know that's like weird to say, but like that's literally how I look at all these interactions. And that's why I feel like I'm so successful personally. But that's why I also feel like I'm successful in rap shit too. I feel like everybody here is so jaded and so angry. And to be honest with you, like it doesn't seem like a lot of people. No, not that. It seems like so many people are so jaded with little experience on how to like you know like not unwind, but like you know when sometimes like you don't hold yourself to any accountability, so you just kind of like are in the same situation forever. The same sort of anger forever, the same thoughts.
Yeah.
I don't know. I see people. I feel like I see people like that a lot. Specifically on Twitter. So I try not to. I try not to like to fight anymore or like argue or like try to be like jaded about shit on there anymore. But it's tough. It's tough. And sometimes people have good opinions about like sometimes your shit is dog shit and sometimes they get you. You know, like it's. Sometimes it's half and half. Bro, I hate that I'm fucking saying that, but it really is half and half. Lately I've been trying to like deal with like how do I feel very happy about everything, but I'm also like everything is so heavy. How am I happy in the middle? Like shouldn't I be like looking more towards like extreme happiness, or is like I be doing too many tangents. They're gonna watch this. They're gonna be like, Vlad talks about nothing.
No, you're all good. I got what you were saying.
You did.
I know what you're talking.
You did.
Like, yeah, especially like, so I have. Just gonna talk about myself.
Go.
There, So I have a song that got a lot of hate on Instagram, just like a fuckload of hate, and all it did was get me 50 more plays. Like it's like one of those things. It's like, oh my god, someone hates my music, and it's like, that's their opinion, and like but like honestly, sometimes when people say, well, people get like really belligerent about something being dog shit, it gets people to listen to it because they got to find out if it's
right.
And like, I knew that song was good, and I had a collaborator. It was Nando and the Bando and Byron Rare, and so it was all three. It went through two other artists that were like, yes, this is a good song, and I was like, there's no way all three of us are wrong. Like, there's no way this song is dog shit. Like,
this person was like, fuck the song.
Yeah, they were just like, this is the worst song I've ever heard. Or you should stop making music.
No, what? Oh, so they were hating. Like, real hate.
Nah, they were straight up
Wow.
hate. And it was just people, as for a whole month, all of June, I was just getting hate on Instagram.
From one person?
No, it's from several people. So, like, one person started doing it, and what happened was I made a reply reel.
Wait, so you engaged with, but only with one person at the beginning?
With one person, yeah. Because I just got one hater from it was Prod Senpai, and so I was just like making fun of it by like I quote tweeted it with the reel, and I was just like fucking great, and it's just like thumbs up, and so that is what got people engaged, is that people went through that wormhole, like the hyperlink hole of like clicking on the original content and then seeing it. And then, like, that's what I got more hate, is because I had engaged with someone.
But why would they hate you more?
I don't know. It's because I used auto-tune, and I don't get it.
They had critiques. They had critiques they felt were genuine of the song?
No, none of them critiques. One of the guys said one of the guys like, oh, I think that the vocals sound weird with the beat. And it's like,
okay,
that's not like a genuine critique. That's just like your opinion. Like,
you just don't like the song.
So, granted, my parents don't listen to this podcast. Knock on wood. But like, I was very congested from cocaine.
Wow.
When I recorded it, so I was a little nasally. But someone was like, the auto-tune's out of tune, and I was like, there's no fucking way. It's one button, and. It's one button, and I triple checked it before I put it out, and it again was checked by two other artists. Like, there's no fucking way this is wrong.
Wow. Well, so that people want to hate and then check you like, nah, like, I'm sure this is bad. And what does he want you to be like? Okay, bro, my song is bad. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what is this? So, but that's pretty fucked up, right?
Yeah. Okay,
so what the fuck? Like, where? No, it's absolutely not okay. It's like a weird level of like, it's honestly abuse. If to be honest with you, if you were to talk to anybody about like, I can't even. Let me think of a context where if you put that exact. Let me think. So he was like, yo, this song is not good. So let's imagine you're a bread maker. He buys the bread. No, he didn't even buy the bread. The bread is free. This bread is not good. Yeah, this bread sucks. No, it's a shitty... Dude, fuck him. Fuck this person. That's crazy. Okay, so now where are you at with that? Like, are they still engaging you at all?
Oh, no. It all...
But this person still exists, in the world.
This person still exists. Yeah.
So,
I don't know.
They could be a fan.
The original hater was 15, I will say.
A kid. A child.
But then, like, several other people engaged as well. So, like, the person that said something about the auto-tune, I think... might have still been the 15-year-old, but like, there's several
you got destroyed by the youth. The youth came for you.
Well, and what sucks personally is what really did hurt about that is that a 15-year-old didn't like my music.
Yeah,
and it's like,
but you're old. You're 25.
Yeah, like, yes, my music is not like made for kids,
Oh, but who's to say that? Kids. No. He's telling you that you're not good. He's wrong, not you. Fuck him.
Yeah, he's
Fuck him.
yeah. It's just upset. I'm gonna miss that generation. That's who's gonna be able to buy merch.
Yeah, you're right. No, I know. Hey, listen.
It's teens that live at
bro.
home.
We making this for the next generation, and that's making it for the next generation. I just pointed at the camera because I thought we had video, but we don't have video for this. But I did a whole pose as like doing like a commercial thing. So
it was
that's
great.
what the joke was. A physical comedy thing, not a joke comedy thing. But I'll talk close for this, and it'll be kind of like a joke. All right, so let's see. I want to talk about experiences with hate. So, bro, I got a couple experiences with hate that I could talk about. Honestly, I quite often get the most hate from people that I'm very close with, and it's like a flip situation. I've been very close to so many people, and that I was like ride or die with, that I still in my heart love, and some shit just went down or something, and they like stopped fucking with me like altogether. And I don't know how often in your life you have friends who like just don't fuck with you anymore. Does that happen?
Oh, it sucks.
You got friends? Okay,
real bad. I had it real bad. Yeah.
All right, then I guess honestly, then I'm sad for both of us. Then now, truly.
Yeah.
Because it's like crazy. It's like, dude, oh come on. I don't know what kind of person you are. And if you listen to this podcast, I'm sorry if you're this kind of person. But I'm not really the kind of person that's like, fuck you, I'm out of here, and they're never gonna see me again. I'm just not. I don't know why. I just maybe it's something in me. I just don't really. I don't really hold on to things that level. You know, I don't never do. So. Okay. One time I was there was like a period of time where I was just like, I'm gonna tweet nonsense every day. I was just tweeting like, man, I'm at the Sprint store right now. This motherfucker is not letting me cut in line, and you know I'm gonna jack these cell phones instantly. And I would just tweet stuff like that, and it was just like dumb. And one day, one guy commented, and I had made it in the tweet. I was like, fuck. And I came up with a random name. I was like, fuck, random name at the Sprint store. You didn't tell me this. And I was just like so angry thinking about it. And this guy commented, and he was like, bro, look at you. Look like a fool online, messing with someone, probably making money. I was like, and I just like started engaging with this person, like knowing full well, like, you know, he doesn't know that I'm just like making this up. And he was like really so mad at me about doing this. And then he like went in my music, bro. And then he would like quote, like link the songs he didn't like, and he'd be like, yo, you sound like a clown on this song. Yo, honestly, bro, kill yourself, delete this. I think I might be sick in the head, because I honestly was like watching him do it. The hate, I'm saying this because I'm so used to the hate. The hate is, I got so much of it so early on. I feel like if I do blow up, I don't know. I live on it.
So like,
I eat it.
Yeah, it's like the whole thing is like I definitely have made worse music in my life. So.
There's no way. There's no way that's true. You know what I mean? You dude.
Oh, when I was in like high school, I know what the music I was making. That was dog shit. What I'm making now is good. You know.
But does it have to be better?
It's real good.
Does it have to be better?
It's not dog shit.
It's not dog shit. You're right. It's not dog shit. It could be a lot of things. It could be not their kind of music. It could be different than what they're used to. But it's not dog shit.
And it's probably both of those things. But so what I'm trying to get at is getting that thick skin for the hate and just kind of thriving off it a little bit too. As long as you don't like get toxic back, you know. It's once you engage, it's almost impossible to like. It's almost impossible to engage objectively. At least for me, I don't know. I can't, dude. I like. There's just like a point of like, just like the hate, like the tweet and carry on. Like let the person know you saw that. Let that person know you saw it and carry on.
You know, you're right. I mean, the way you're describing it is actually how you should be every time, and then you could avoid so many issues.
This is a little strategy guide.
But what do you do if you're really pushing, if you're really going crazy, you know? You, of course, double down on every tweet. So sometimes, and this isn't advice for anyone, this is obviously if you're on Twitter, you know, I've seen a lot of people double down. I don't know what you know about the double down on Twitter, but I've seen a lot of people meet their demise at the double down.
I've put myself in a couple holes on Twitter.
The double down?
Oh yeah.
No, never. I would never.
Too.
I would never make the strategic decisions.
Fucked up.
But you seem smarter than me. How could you do that? How could you double down?
I was being crazy. I was being real crazy.
Okay, well that's exactly how, right? That's, you double down when you go crazy.
That's exactly how.
So that's the audience. That's what I'm saying. Like when you know, if you're going crazy and you double down, just make sure it's documented, I guess. You know, I don't know. You know, it seems like.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about celebrities who double down and for some reason they never lose. The Baby somehow doubled down on all of it and stayed up. I don't know how he did it. And he was like the public enemy of all the people of every group. I think he's still like has like headlining sets. That's kind of crazy. Who else doubled down? R. Kelly. Maybe he's in prison. L.
See, my double down was on the truth, I will say.
Wait a second. Are you trying to triple down right now?
Yeah.
It's true. You said.
I will triple down now. I will triple down right now for sure.
3
on the podcast.
This is legendary. This is actually the first triple down ever.
Podcast history, the triple down is like
the triple down. Oh my god.
I don't know if it's. Should I make it worse?
Well, don't make it worse if it's. Don't make it worse if it's gonna ruin the episode's success. But triple down.
Nah, it's not gonna ruin the episode's
then
success.
triple down.
But yeah, I've been redeemed. I will say that. Me and the person who called me out for shit that I doubled down against are friends again. So, yeah, we're mutuals again. We're friends. They're going to be their potential lab-grown podcast guest. I won't say any names, but I'll triple down right now. I'm good. I'm good.
I'm literally on my like.
I went crazy, doubled down, and I got out of it. It took a little time. And understanding. But Vlad, this is why you don't randomly add people into a collective.
What? I don't know what you did.
Yeah. We will. I'm not going to put this part on the podcast.
That's right. You'll just have to follow the Patreon.
It's not about me. Because the podcast isn't about me. And so it's like, this is the Vlad.
Hey, but listen, if you hop on the Vlad Patreon, it's a Patreon joke. I've been interested in Patreon. I've been wanting to make a Patreon joke all week.
Patreon seems really cool. It seems like a good way.
You can put your other stuff, and if people can support you, they can. I think, right? I think it's like everything that's not your main stuff you put over there, and then everybody else can see it, and then you like, you kind of, I guess you're supposed to give your audience like little like benefits or something of value. What would you even give someone?
So this is a good segue. I would love to talk about myself in this way. What I do with Patreon, if I get once I get to the point where I have a following on like, yeah, this is worth putting the time and energy into right now is a Patreon. Like even if it's 4 people, I would start putting, hey, if you subscribe to my Patreon, you get all my stems. Like you get acapellas and shit. You get my acapellas and shit. Here's beat packs that are only available to my Patreon subscribers. Shit like that. Because like that's what I would do. Because like right now, what I hand out beats. I have a couple beat packs out that are free for profit. And if you hit me up, I'll mix and engineer the track. But like
good
beats
situation.
are like out there. And that's just, so the people that fuck with me have like access. It's like in my pinned tweet so that people can go right there and snag them if they want. Like, you fuck with me, you fuck with my art, and you want beats by me, snag them. Go ahead. But eventually like put that behind a $5 a month paywall. But I would start really mixing and mastering my beats well before I distribute them, instead of being like, here is a demo of the beat and I put a nice master on it. There you go. Like, I would sit down and really make it, really craft that beat with a good mix and give it to people on Patreon. You know what I mean?
Holy shit, dude! So this is what you already do?
This is what I'm going to do,
dude. The way you explained it, I thought you were telling me it was like you so detailed, so perfect. I loved your plan for the setup for Patreon. To be honest with you, the whole stems concept, dude. Why did I think of that? I already have the stems. It's like a really easy way for the artist to give the audience something really valuable, without necessarily like, wow, that's an incredible. This is an incredible hack. I can't even. I'm literally gonna set up a Patreon today. Wow.
Do it up.
Wow.
Yeah, because I have some liquid. I would love to get some stems. You know what I mean? And because shout out Astral Trap. I hit him up for stems, and I was willing to pay. He's probably just gonna give them to me. I was gonna throw him like $10 for giving me a couple vocal stems, because it's work to go in through your, like, if you don't export all your stuff already,
right?
It's work to go back into those files and export it, because like you got to export, just the isolated track. It's not the biggest hassle, but it's also like you're giving me part of your art. Like, instead of giving me a loop, you're giving me the acapella to your song, which is
right.
Some people put that out for free, and that's cool, but also like that's a good way to like get paid for the music you make. Is someone likes it so much they've been streaming it on their streaming choice, they're like, I want to remix this. Well, I pay Vlad $5, I can remix this, and it's all right there.
Easy collaboration, accessible.
Because those are the people that are gonna remix your stuff are the people that are gonna subscribe to your Patreon. So
right, yes, exactly. So it's perfect for dude. Yes,
that's what your fans want to do. Yeah,
man, I was kind of struggling with the idea of Patreon up until this podcast today. So like, great. I mean, you completely changed my mind about it. Patreon should hire you. Come on, hey, Patreon, come on.
Steal my business plan. Steal my business plan so I know it works.
Hey, I'm gonna have to.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you something. I'm just not. Fuck it. I'm sorry. I'll think of it, but I think I might have lost it. Can I tell you something that I don't think my audience really knows about me, but it's maybe something that they're wondering, but they don't really. So I think sometimes my audience is like, obviously I smoke weed, but I smoke a lot of the wax, right? People see me smoking wax. A lot of people be asking me, like, they don't know what like a rig is or stuff like that. Always like, hey, you smoking? What are you smoking? Like, right? Because if you're not familiar with it, like, it's kind of like weird looking. But I smoke.
Honestly, looks like you're doing crack.
It looks.
That's what people think.
Yeah, I know, bro. It looks kind of nuts, but it's not. But I didn't go into it like with the pretense of that. I just like getting high off wax, and I don't care.
Yeah, that's what I like.
But the reason I smoke so much is wax is because so my partner, my girlfriend, she has a disability specifically with like it targets like her allergies, and one of her allergies is to bananas, and there's like a protein in bananas that's, I guess, like reflected in cannabis. So we don't know if it's 100%. We don't know like the situation, but we don't smoke weed or Bethany. We don't even smoke weed in the house just because like she might be allergic to it, or she is allergic to it, and we don't want to like, we don't want to like hurt her. So that's why I smoke wax only. So if you're at my crib, you come to record, you can't bring weed inside the crib, but if you bring wax, actually, but that's a good ass tip, because I don't want, in the future, I really feel like people will watch this, and if you're watching this right now and you're thinking, oh, I'll be hanging out with Vlad at Vlad's house studio in Houston, Texas, don't bring weed, bring wax.
Or else you're gonna have to fucking go outside.
Literally, yeah. And that's kind of just like, I don't know.
It kills the vibe.
Yeah, and then you can't be with everyone. I can't.
It's just like smoking cigarettes.
Are you a social smoker?
I'm both. Like, I smoke weed socially and I smoke weed just like on my own.
But what do you love? When do you love it the most?
I love it the most actually by myself. Like
Beautiful.
sitting here at my desk, like either Vegas Open or Ableton, or playing Fantasy Star, like
Vibing.
smoking by myself.
You always been a person who loves hanging out. Like, you've always been able to be with yourself.
Yeah,
Cool.
so yeah, little short story is my parents would ground me before high school, even in high school, if I got anything lower than a B minus. So if I got a C plus or lower, I got grounded. So I got grounded a lot because I was not good at math. So I got grounded a lot. So I spent a lot of time by myself. So but it was fine. I was fine with it, especially like sometimes, like fuck my dad, but he gave me $20 every once in a while, and then took me to GameStop when I was grounded. So I would get like, a PS2 game for $20. I played, this one Call of Duty like 4 times just because I was grounded.
Probably like Call of Duty 2. Or Call of Duty 1 maybe. Maybe Call of Duty 3. I don't know, but one of those.
It was one of those. I don't remember which one. It was definitely...
Fuck.
But yeah, I played that campaign like 4 times, and it was like, I was fine. And I've always just been fine with it.
I always been good at being by myself too. I started being more by myself when I was going into high school, my freshman year. So I went to middle school. I don't even remember I went to middle school anymore. But I went to high school in Germany. My mom, my dad, they were like military people, and my dad, he was stationed there, and so I went to high school in Germany, and it was like a military high school, but it was like all kinds of kids there, like black kids, white kids, Asian kids, everyone. It was just kind of most of my life I've always been places where there's only black people, only Latino people, only white people. Like, because you know how like it's how America is. Like, you go a place, there's mostly one of these, mostly one of those. But this place, it was like everyone. So in places like that, there's like very little, like, when you live in a place like that, you kind of like forget about what everyone else is like, what everywhere else is like, you kind of think like everywhere it's good, nice place. So when I was there, it was just like, man, I forgot why I started talking about Germany. That's so crazy. I don't even know why I started talking about high school. Do you remember why?
Being by yourself.
Oh, right. So this is gonna sound kind of crazy, but I was like, some shit happened when I was like early in high school that like it just made me like rethink like how like I wanted to like let people like treat me and stuff. And I was always really close to my friends, but I wanted time to like figure out who I was. When I was growing up, my mom. Oh, my mom's calling me. Hold on, let me tell her real quick. Okay, that was my mom. She's telling me so it's coming. I am the only person, kind of one of the only people in my family who was born outside of Venezuela. What I mean by that is like my parents lived in San Antonio, Texas when I was born. So like my family, like I love them, and I go home to Venezuela. I speak Spanish, just like where I'm from. And I like want to be from there. I want to be accepted there. But when I was growing up, I like was like excluded. Like I'm not white at all. Like my mom and my dad are white. That's all right. My mom and dad are Latino and black. And people, when I was there when I was a little kid, like they would be like, they call me gringo. And I'd be like, I'm not even like I'm not even white or American. Like not even like, this doesn't make any sense. So I would like fight people. And it was just like, I always felt like, damn, like how, like being born in America has somehow caused these people who are literally from where I'm from to think that I'm not from there. But it's because of like the way that like America has like treated Venezuelan people. A lot of Venezuelan people have like social resentments, like, nationalist resentments, sort of things like that. And I was like, I don't really want to listen to any of these people anymore. I just want to figure out what I like. So now it's the power of being alone. I was like, I'm just going to watch every anime. I really like cartoons and anime. So I was like, no, I'm just going to lock myself in my room one summer. And I was just going to watch every A to Z. And I watched like all like, I went through every single anime on this like anime like list and shit. And that's when I realized, you watch anime?
Yeah, I do.
That's when I realized that like, how like when you first start watching anime, you're like, oh man, like so complex, so amazing, so awesome. It is so complex, so amazing, so awesome. But then you get into like wow, there's so many corridors of anime that are just so, they should not have done this. They should leave this in the past. I can't believe this happened.
Yeah.
And this was when I was in like 12, I was like 13, 14, 15. So this is like before I think a lot of like animation studios had to like meet the social ethical standards of current society. So like you were doing some like really like kind of honestly fundamentally fucked up shit that I was watching as a kid, thinking like, man, like this is like sick. This is like amazing. Like I love this. And I would just like a little like weirdo like on like 4chan where I was like one of those little kids like trying to figure out getting people to like try to hack my computer so I could figure out their IP addresses so that I could like scare them. Like I was like just I wouldn't even try to hack them. I would just like figure out where they lived so I could like message them and be like I would see them try to like hack me, and I would watch like YouTube videos where like you know the ones where like the people they call into like the fake Indian cell phone like scam places.
Yeah.
I would kind of try to do that. Fuck, I'm crazy, man. But went on a tangent again. Just having fun talking.
I'm enjoying it. So you were talking about being alone.
Yeah,
yes. All that anime.
I watched all of it, and I didn't leave that summer. I just decided to I just wasn't gonna talk to anyone. I would ride my bike into the forest, and I would just drive into the forest, and I would just ride, just ride for hours and not look back, and then until it was like time to go back, and then I'd drive right back, straight line. It was amazing. And we lived in Germany at the time. And before this, I was like, I lived in America and in Venezuela. In Venezuela, I was able to like move around and be more free, but as a kid in America, I kind of felt very like trapped and stuff. So when I was in Germany, I kind of was like, I can do whatever the fuck I want. I was like, I'm not worried about anyone. And that's not necessarily true for everyone. Germany is a kind of a racist country, and they have like their history with stuff. But I, as a Latino person, was just like, people just like me. And for a second, I kind of felt like super, like, I don't have to be Venezuelan for right now. I don't have to be American. I could just be Vlad. I'm going to figure out who this is. And then I got really into like art. And all this time, like, I always loved rap music, and I'm listening to rap music, and I'm listening to Kanye West. And, in this period of time, bro, you got to remember Kanye is dropping some of his best records of all time. And I'm thinking, God, Kanye, like, you're doing God's work every day. I'm listening to his records. Harder, better, faster, stronger. I'm upgrading my brain. I'm becoming better. And then senior year of high school, and he drops Yeezus. And I've successfully been alone for like 3 years through high school, become like a loner. But now I'm like a cool, popular loner with like my girlfriend, because I didn't I didn't want to be alone through like sadness. Like, how like sometimes you like, you go alone because like you lose everything, and then like you lost everything. Now you have to be alone.
Yeah.
When I was a kid in high school, I was just like, I just want to be alone right now so I can figure out who I can be. I never really felt like I got to figure out who I really wanted to be, who I was. So for me, when I was alone, that was when I could figure out exactly who I could be. And that's why I like being alone, because being alone is like time to look introspectively, but not everyone has that, some people are like, alone is sad time. Alone is when I cry. And I mean,
it's like, no, alone's when I thrive. Like,
I can tell you sound like you have like an energy about you that it carries you carry yourself.
Yeah, I feel like you and I have a very similar situation of like.
I agree.
Do you live with your partner? Yeah,
Bethany is she's my girlfriend. She's been with me for 5.5 years now, 6.5 years.
Okay, yeah. So I live with my partner, Liberty, and we love spending time with them, and I also love being alone. And sometimes that's all I do, is because it's like I just hang out with my partner, or I hang out alone, work on music and shit. Like,
you miss having? Did you ever used to have like a situation where it was like friends? Like, did you ever?
Yeah, especially when I was back in like my emo band days, when I was like 19, 20, I had like a lot of friends. But but like most of them turned out either like moved away or turned out dog shit. So I was like, and I just really just stuck to like myself and like my partner, whoever I was dating at the time. And then like I had like internet friends and things like that, but I don't know.
You still got those people, the internet people?
Yeah, I still have some of them. Shout out Jesse Amyan. Just played a show with them the other week.
Nice.
Yeah, it's somebody I just met from the internet. It's just somebody like, but yeah, I really but shit, Vlad.
Man, this is a great conversation, by the way. I know that we're talking about some cool. Anybody who watches this will understand this incredibly well because of how good this conversation is.
But speaking of that, let's talk a little about the expression of yourself that is the Vlad EP again. I feel.
Oh my god, man! You know what? That's so crazy. We're talking about this now. All right, let's go.
Yeah. So like, or it's an LP. It's an LP. It's not an EP.
Long play.
Because it's listed. My brain, it's listed on SoundCloud as an EP. So my brain's like, that's an EP. It's like, no, that is an album because it feels like an album. It does a cohesive. I will say my only critique, and I get why first is first. I get it. I understand. A, it's called First. B, that's other Texas rappers on there, right?
Well, one other Texas rapper, Eyes on Yechi, okay. That is what I thought at first. I was like, you know what, Yechi's on it. He's from Houston too. I'll put him on it. It'll make a lot more sense to have it first. Yes, that is why I did it. That's funny.
Yeah, that to me feels like a closing track, but I love.
Oh my god, it stings! It stings. Oh, you so.
Only
Can I tell you something?
That if that came in after Wait, that would be like, ooh.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah, tell me it.
It was gonna be like switch between. It was switch between Wait and First. Wait is the final song in the album, and it's like. I told her wait some more. No, can I even find my tea? And First, I mean, it was switched. Wait was supposed to be the first song, and then First was supposed to be the last song. And now, and then you say, right? It's so true. It's so right. Oh,
but it's. I think it's critical that it's the first song on it, especially it being your self-titled release. Is like these are people you fuck with. I mean, the whole release is you showing off producers that you fuck with. Like,
yeah, bro, exactly. Yes.
If not just a showcase of your talents, it's a showcase of producers. It's like you've curated these beats from these producers. Like this is to like get a cohesive album with it not just being one producer. That's like pretty hard.
Yeah,
unless they're all basic ass beats, and none of them are basic ass beats.
So I thought that the glue was not just my vocals, but I really thought the glue was the way that I was engineering the vocals and the mix. So I'm doing the production as far as like mixing all the beats with the vocals and the beats after the producer sent them to me. So like I'm really like that's like a big thing for me. Like if I don't have like the time to like figure out how everything's sounding together by myself, like the song is not coming out. So that's how I wanted it to be cohesive. Like this is Vlad's track. Vlad's rapping on it. It's clear that these are Vlad's songs. But it's so funny that I was trying to. It was less of like a look at who these guys are, more just like a oh, I want to flex my just my team, like flex my team, but.
Yeah,
it's a secondary flex too because I'm proud of how it sounds and I love those songs. But in all honesty, they're like here. They're like on the back burner of my head because like I've already ran past them and I'm like. Some people told me that like the best way to like put out music is to like have one thing and then let that thing grow and grow for a while, a year or two. It's been so long. I really just want this like project to be like the culmination of these next 4 projects. Just almost like just this But I don't know how to package it. I don't even know how to explain. I don't even know how to package it. The art itself is more than just like the actual records themselves. I kind of think it's kind of tied into the tweets themselves. But I don't even. Some people don't like social media, and some people view it as sort of like adjacent to like the demise of art, the denial of art, how art can get stagnated, how it's like all about like wanting grabbing people's attention. But in college, dude, when I was trying to graduate, they made me take an essay, and the question for the essay was, do you think that social media is a good tool for people? And I said that at the time, I said that I don't really use social media, but as a person of color, I know that I see other people of color on social media creating art independently and doing it in a way that's specific and true to them. And I think that having a platform to do that is something that every person deserves. So yes, I think that social media is important to all people, black people, white people, all people. And it was, and
You're saying how it ties, the tweets tie into...
Oh, right. So because of how important social media is, I wanted to make sure that it was really heavily tied into like my identity as an artist in this phase of my career. Like, it would be like, if I could damn near, I wish I could get a Twitter. I don't know. I wish I could tie Twitter more closely to what I'm doing, but it's really just a platform that everyone uses. But it's the only like thing that's ever made me like money from my art. So I feel indebted to it. Like I don't know how to. I really don't. I shouldn't feel that way. You know what I mean? That's actually like a really bad way to look at it. But it's just how I feel.
Yeah. The only ways I've ever made money off art are Twitter and touring. That's it. Like.
So it's clear that it's like important, right, for artists.
Yeah. Twitter, especially Twitter and Instagram, and are especially like important for electronic artists.
Yeah.
And I would say Facebook is still very relevant for your local scene. I would say that social media is still very relevant. It's just kind of like Facebook has become shittier and shittier throughout the years. But you still kind of got to use it for Facebook groups.
Yeah.
People.
It's kind of weird to get on Facebook. You're right. It's like.
Yeah.
When did that happen? When was the switch? Because it wasn't always like that.
It wasn't always like that. I would say somewhere around 2020. Maybe even a little sooner than that. But my guess is 2020 is when it got weird to be on Facebook.
You used to use Messenger on your phone with the Facebook app?
I did for like booking and stuff.
Okay.
But no, I never really like talked to people on Messenger. But dude, there's an era where everyone's like, "You talk to me on Messenger." I'm like, "No, God damn it." Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. I was one of the people that was telling you. I was like, "Yo, bro, hit me up on Facebook Messenger." That's so funny.
It was
Facebook,
faster.
I hope no one ever. Dude, Facebook. I feel like I wasted so much time on there. What did I even do on there?
So, I remember like when I was younger, I just posted like dumb shit. But I don't know, there's a point where I was using Facebook just for like booking shows and promoting shows.
Oh, it was helping you for real?
Yeah, so there was a point, especially when I was like in a band, like Facebook was crucial to being in the DIY scene. So if you wanted to get anywhere, you had to have a legit looking Facebook. First of all, you have to like look like a real person so that random strangers and you have to like be friends with the right people. You have to have the right friends list so that when people like you message someone about a show, they're like, oh, they're friends with all these people. A, this is a real person. God willing, unless this bot got 126 of my mutual friends. But like,
dude, it's that cutthroat. It
Not
was.
necessarily. It was. And especially when you're like booking, when you are the promoter and you're not playing the show, you're just booking shows. It really comes down to like, I can't do this for everybody, and so if Facebook looks like dog shit, I'm not gonna check your message. Like,
Right. Wow.
if you're
That's
emailing,
what good advice.
it's like,
This is crazy. Hold on. This is you just blew my mind right there. You well, what if wait, what's like a red flag? Facebook account red flag.
it would be like a red flag. Any political banner for me.
Yeah.
If you got an American flag as your banner, I'm good. I don't, I'm not gonna get into politics right now, but
on music, but like especially in like a business musical setting, like that's wow.
It's like, ooh, you just like my banner's not, like me burning a flag.
Right.
I'm keeping that, my private posts again.
Right.
But there's a lot, and it's just like the bio. Like if your bio says some like dumb shit, like it was.
No, I know what you're saying.
Especially people that I didn't have mutual friends with, and it's just like some blurry picture of them with their mom, and I'm like, I'm not really gonna be able to help you out. Like, but booking shows is tough. It's tough stuff. Booking URL shows,
I can't even imagine.
Easy peasy booking URL shows, because it's just like, hey, here's some homework. It's due at the end of the month. Like, send me 15 minutes of audio.
It does feel like that. Whenever someone's like, hey, like, can you do the show? It's just send me like this. Honestly, bro, it's kind of comfortable.
It's comfortable, but I pushed myself out of the comfort to do like, you're one of the people that I want to hit up about doing this, is like doing actual like live stream.
Oh shit. Okay.
Play the beats, rap, stream your DAW, with the...
Dude, that shit gets messy so fast.
Yeah.
I
do that.
I've
done that for the last few.
I've done 5 shows now that are URL, and probably only 2 ones live, and both of those, honestly, I thought were my worst ones. It's so hard to like... I don't know. I'm also like, I don't really like watching myself. Do you like watching yourself on video?
So I don't, unless it looks cool.
Unless it's like tight as fuck or something like that. Like,
Not even that. So I just, to talk about it again, I just dropped a live album. And so I recorded it in this room. It doesn't look as messy as the room you're seeing right now. But it's just me on camera. And like watching myself, it's like, yeah, I'm sure that in person I have the energy of the room is different, because people like my live stuff, and but I'm just like stomping around, It
wasn't
like
maybe the right shot for what you were doing. I mean, maybe that could be it too.
Maybe it was a bad shot, but like once I layered like my visuals over it, it was fine. It actually looked really cool, because it's just like I'm poking in through the images, and it's like, oh, that looks cool. And I'm like, damn, now I love seeing myself, because I don't have to see like, it's not just me in a room. Like, I got all this cool shit going on. I look cool.
Fuck, you're right. I do like feeling looking cool, man. I just recently like, so sometimes I have to go and like re-upload the Triller videos that I post, and man, sometimes I'll be like, no, actually, I change my mind. I don't like watching myself, bro. I gotta just keep making content. I can't watch any videos of myself. I just need to be in front of the camera. I can't be behind it. Not behind. Well, actually, speaking of behind the camera, I wanted to talk to you about something. So since we're on this thing and it's like it's about music and stuff, I kind of was like, I'm looking to make this like sort of like short, I don't know, like a movie, film. I want it to be something. I'm wondering, so my goal has always been like, what can I make? How can I make something that will get the most amount of people to look at it? And also I want to make something meaningful and cool. So I really want to make like a movie thing. And so, okay, what kind of movie thing? You can't really tell a story. Well, you can tell a story in a lot of ways, but you can't really I can't really tell the story that I want to tell with the amount of money that I have. So I've just been debating like how I'm gonna do it. But what I'm trying to say is, hopefully soon, I'm gonna post this like short to YouTube, like a YouTube short, and I think it's gonna be like a scary movie thing. I think it's gonna be like a like a horror movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a horror movie. It's kind of I didn't want to tell you because it's not really like all the way done, but I want to do it. I want to see if anybody likes it. I really love horror movies. I really love horror fiction. I love it so much. I can't tell you how much I love it. And I would love to become a horror director someday. So I'm just trying to like. I want to put out a film, you know. I want to put out a short film, and I know the only way to become a director is to direct films. So I'm just letting you know that that's happening currently. That'll be out soon.
Hell yeah.
If anyone watches this, please watch that.
Hell yeah. God, so we were talking about the Vlad LP.
Yeah.
Can you give me 3 influences to that album specifically?
Yeah.
That are like the sonic influences, like
Similar?
What were you pulling from? Yeah, what were you pulling from?
So
obviously you're pulling from yourself first and foremost, but you are what you digest. You know what I mean? You definitely are a rapper who does not imitate or emulate in any way. I had a line in an old song. It's I don't emulate. I just digest what I ate.
Damn. See, that's fire.
But like and like I was like, oh, that's dope. And that's like something I always look for with other people. And you definitely don't emulate. You truly do like you show what you have ingested and learned. And this is Vlad's. But who did you learn from? That's what I'm.
Well, I think I have to say obviously Young Thug. And I was like, as I was thinking about what answer to give you, I was like, I need to like be as honest as possible. And honestly, Young Thug. Young Thug is the best. He's probably the best ever. But Kanye West also. I love the way that Kanye structures songs. I love the way that Kanye sings. I love how he sometimes doesn't like try to even sing that well, but it's still so beautiful. But I honestly, Yeat, I love Yeat. I thought he's brilliant. He's so good. Let me think also. I really wanted to let people know that I could sing in like a more pop way too. I don't think people are going to be hearing a lot of pop music from me, but I really like Marina and the Diamonds. That's someone who really inspired me. I love all their music. I love Lana Del Rey. I love kind of the way that they flow over songs, kind of this like dreamy, eerie tones. For this record, Young Thug is the greatest inspiration. But dude, you could. When I say that, I still say it with a grain of salt. Like, you're right. I was for the last year and a half, bro, I've been like, dude, I just have to I have to tell people what I know. Like, I can't obviously everything you do is learn. You learned it from someone, your OGs, your loves, your friends, your haters. You learn for everybody. So, nothing is 100% authentic, but I just didn't want to. I just didn't want to give up on trying. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna push out the most authentic version of rapper in 2022, pushing out these songs that I think are commercially sound. Because that's another thing. Like, it's like I still want to have the possibility of like getting on a playlist and if someone's like, yo, this shit hot, like play it in a club, play it over here. Because in truth, bro, I love rap and hip hop music as a dance music, and as I be dancing in my videos because I love dancing, and that's a big central part of it. Young Thug, man, if I say, I think Baird X is currently my greatest musical influence in as far as like how I think about music. When I met Baird X, we were both making good songs. And he's always made excellent music, better music than we're making now even, but he's always had like the next level. And I was just kind of like admiring him. Like he fucked with me, but I always knew like, well, this dude is like on another level. And when we worked, bro, I kind of felt like I was like learning, like absorbing what he was saying. Like I wasn't even trying to. He would just play the keys, bro, and the way that he played the patterns, it was like he was unlocking like patterns in my head, and I would just flow in different patterns. And I all my life, I always tried to like rap, and I freestyle every day. I've practiced freestyling every single day of my life, and I freestyled every single day probably for the last 10 years. And I don't sometimes, you know, it's like maybe a month I'm doing something, right? I forget, I don't practice, I'm with someone, I'm doing something, and I don't. But I make sure in my life, like that's one of the things I do. Probably going to stop smoking wax at some point in my life, and that'll be another discipline I build. But I discipline myself to always practice freestyling. I always wanted to, I used to be really good at like diss battle rapping type, but I'm not good at that anymore. I really feel like I'm excellent at making songs. And I'm feeling like I could make a lot of money for somebody, you know, I could make a lot of money for artists. I don't think anybody could really do what I do, and nobody can really rap how I rap and deliver the quality of music that I'm delivering at the level or speed, to be honest. And it just because it's so niche, it's still me, you know, and of course a lot of people could make a lot of songs, but nobody can do me as fast as I can. And I think I really appreciate hearing some of the things you got to say about me on this. It really opened my eyes to a lot, you know. I already admire you, and I already, you know, I like your art as a person. That's who I am. I kind of like art, you know. I just like art. Not a lot of people just like art, but I like it in general. I see a beautiful painting, I'm like, gorgeous, you know. I love things like that. I like your art, but now I respect you as a business person. So like, because I thought this was a very like well done interview, and I had a lot of well done interviews in the past, bro, but you know, like some of the insights you were giving me, it really sort of like opened up my own thoughts. And that kind of is just how it happened with Baird X too. You know what I mean? Like the insights he gave me doing the work allowed me to get better, and I got better. And now I'm like I'm in this place for like, sometimes I'll rap, bro, and I'll be like, nah, there's no good. We gotta delete the whole take. We gotta delete every single take. And I'll just delete every single take, and I'll just go again. And I'll try to freestyle like entire songs, which is dumb because I'm also not like rich or signed or have anything. But that's what I watched Baird X literally do that. Like I watched him, you know, that's how he builds them, bro. He like he deads them. If it's not giving him life, he deads it. That's not how I am in my life. I don't dead things like that, but watching him do it, it improved my art. So I would say Young Thug, Baird X.
And being able to dead things is especially a very good skill as an artist. I mean, it's a skill you need to have in your life, is to know when to call it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But as an artist, being able to pull that trigger quickly and being like, cut it, let's do something else, like, because
saves you time.
It saves you time, and you make less complete. Like, I know as a producer, I make less complete bad beats. Like, well, it's not 3 minutes of bad beat. Like,
at least it's only 30 seconds, like a little thing.
It's just 30-second, and I'm like, nah, this sucks. Like, I'm not feeling this. I don't see this going anywhere. I don't see how I can improve this right now. But I save my shit, and I come back to it later sometimes.
How often?
Probably once a year, at minimum. I'll get real crazy and stay up all night one night, and then I'll go through my files and just like dig for like something. Like, give me something. I had to be onto something here.
That's
there's
it.
a couple beats that, like, you know, I turned up some stuff doing that. Like, I found like goop house beats that I like didn't know I made, and I was like, well, these beats are great. But like otherwise, like I've flipped a flip. I took where I was going with it, scrapped it, just kept like the chopped MIDI and just like reflipped it again, and just and I also so vocally, where how do you freestyle everything, or do you write? It's a mix of both.
Typically I freestyle everything, but if if like the sometimes like the whoever I'm working with in the time, like if like I'm working with a producer and they're like, yo, like let's write this down, I'm not gonna be like, no way. I definitely like I'm down for writing shit, and like we can write shit down and we can come up with the structure or whatever. But I just have like, I really think that sometimes if I like engage a song at the beginning, it's almost like I can enter it in a way. It's like I can tap into it, like access it in a universe that no one else can. And I can only do that if I like do it in this like very flow state, succinct, perfectly free in the moment way that I typically am not able to achieve because of the limitations of like day to day and stuff like that. And it's just, a lot of it is really esoteric how I do this shit, bro. And it's kind of hard because I feel like I run into so many people and rappers who like kind of dog me about it. But it's just like, it's who I am. Like I don't, I love music. I love feeling like it's important. I love feeling like, wow, like we came up with the words that are gonna change everything, bro. We came up, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, these words, bro, this is like no other words could have been put on this that would have served a better purpose. Like, or even like maybe there's no words. Maybe we came up with the dopest. I'm still very much like that. I'm also very much like that rap type shit, bro. I don't know how much you know about rap type shit, but like, in rap music, for rap culture, competitive, cutthroat, right? But I get it, and I really wish that I'm a pretty cutthroat person too, competitive too. I'm nice, and you're a nice person. I fuck with you, so I'm being nice to you. But when it comes to like random people, like I don't really care enough to engage negatively. But I definitely think that there's like a side of me that people don't really know quite yet, and I can be very serious and a little bit different than I guess what is online is just fun. It's I don't want any of the online to be business or serious. I just want it to be fun.
When you shit.
Hey, this conversation crazy. This is like the craziest conversation I ever had in like a year.
Yeah. You're talking about how there's that side of you that's a very serious side that people don't see often. Do people still like, they don't see it online, but there are those like online relationships that aren't online. That's just, it's just facilitated by the internet.
Yeah.
This is a real human relationship. Are those the situations where that's where the serious side shows? It's not, on the timeline. It's.
I really feel, and this is not to sound weird, I feel like I only very act seriously when things aren't like appropriate or like right. Like, I mean, I don't have a lot of situations where people like do something to hurt me, but in the past year, people have done stuff to hurt me. And like, for instance, like one time, this person had like an issue with me about some show situation, and they were mad at me because I didn't put them on a show, and they just like, were just upset at me about it, and I didn't give them any, and I didn't like tell them I would, and they hadn't like told me that they hadn't like given me anything, and they just they came at me in a way that made me feel like, wow, like why is this person, like this wasn't my friend, they should be happy that I'm having a show, like I've been down so long, like they should be like, you have a show, awesome, glad, but they were trying to make me feel bad, and so then I was just like, I literally was like, I don't really deserve this. People are on the internet like to pretend all day, but we're real life friends, and I just don't appreciate this. So when I say serious, I mean more like, I guess like real shit like that. But I'm not sure. I'm not really sure how to like categorize it.
I don't know. Like when shit gets real, like you also get real too. I guess it's really like,
yes,
like,
yes. But it's not necessary all the time. You know,
it's not necessary all the time. And there's sometimes when shit gets real that you can laugh and joke your way out of it. And you know,
right.
sometimes that's the
Right.
best way to do it is because it's like fine, you know, brush it off. But there are those times, like especially like you can with the internet and with collaboration and with like real life friends, like the music scene in general, you know, feelings can get hurt and other people can hurt your feelings and you got to stand up for yourself. Like
Yeah.
there's those times and like, yeah.
Yeah, you said that was perfect. You have to stand up for yourself. I honestly,
And not with like bullshit call out tweet. Like you
Yeah.
gotta directly tell this person like, hey, you did A, B, and C. That
Yeah.
made me feel this way. Like that is not right. And be direct. Like have that serious say.
I'm at fault too for I hate facing people. I struggle with facing people when they hurt me. So on Twitter, a lot of times you're having engagements every day where maybe someone slights you, and I mean they might not really mean it in a negative way, you know, but like so many slights in a day can catch up to you, and you're like, man, what do I? You said something earlier where you were just like, you just like it and then go away. And you're right, because you should let them know, like, I saw this. Like, you said this about me. I saw it.
Yeah.
But you don't have to. The next time I'm in that moment, I'm going to remember this interview. And then I'm going to tweet, everyone go watch this interview instead of engaging with someone in that way. Because I think you're right. I think you taught me a valuable lesson today.
But there's also the time to stand up for yourself, and like there's situations
Right.
where, you know, and as much as like there's been times where I've said like dumb shit, not even dumb shit, where I've like actively engaged with someone publicly and it made the situation worse. And although I was being, you know, civil and things like that, I was still doing it in like a public sphere, and it's like, all right, that made the situation worse.
And you don't even think twice, like when you're posting online. It's not theater. It's real life, but it's still projection, because it's human projection, and it's not theater in the sense that it's something that you're really saying to like socially. So people have the option to be like, is this true? Is this not true? In theater, you go to theater, you watch it, it's fake. All of it's fake. So you don't have to assume, you don't have to be like, is this real or not real? So people, I think, on Twitter often make the wrong assumption that like it's sort of like a theater. And they're like, I'll never have to like own up to these words. But it's not like, it's less like a wall that you're writing stuff on, and more like, like I sometimes feel like people read my tweets and they read it out loud in my voice. It's full messages. Like oh my God, bro.
So it's like, equating especially music to an MMO. That's the best way I've ever put it. It's like, especially like when COVID was real bad and like when the internet really was, the music scene was on the internet, when we all had to move online, it really became like and then like we think about it, like collectives are your guild, shit like that. Like that's your guild.
Bro, you just blew my fucking mind. Yo.
Yeah. That's what. So like, but you're putting it in the area chat, right? Like you're
Right.
sending a message to anyone that is around to read it. That's what a tweet is. The message to anyone around to read it. So like, yeah, you could, anyone can see that
With a multiplier on it. Like people, like it's like any bad idea. It's just so stupid. I don't know. I social media is tricky. Is not just tricky. It's kind of, I don't want to say awful, because earlier I was saying how good it was.
Yeah. It's got good and bad.
Yes.
Just like it's the digital world, like
Yes.
it's still real life. So it's got good and it's got bad.
But some people don't.
I think a lot
Some people don't think it's. Some people don't think it's there. Some people don't even consider it a part of life. Really.
Yeah.
Uh,
There's some people that are online that feel that way, and that's not who should be online. Like, there's people who feel that way and they're not on the internet, and that's good for them. You don't feel like it's the real world, and so you're not using it. But like, if you're going on there acting like everyone else is an NPC, like
it's crazy, right?
so fun.
Right, bro.
There's someone else behind that computer screen.
Yeah. Ultimately, people should be nice to each other, but I think about this stuff all day, dude, and that's ultimately why I like social media. And I think if I ever went to college again, I would go to school for like sociology, bro. I love it. I think it's interesting seeing like what people like. I'm just. Do you think the world is? You think? How do you think about globally? You think we're going towards better world, or you think are we about to hit a steep decline or something? Like, what are your thoughts?
You're the podcast guest, but I think I'm not entirely positive. I feel like there's going to be a lot of, again, talking like video games, a lot of like quality of life improvements. But I think that the base game itself might get worse. You know what I mean? Like the game itself might get worse, but there's going to be better quality of life improvements. Your HP is going to be higher.
Yeah. But the game is going to be boring as fuck.
It's the game might get worse. Yeah.
Invincible, like dude. I can't believe how well you just explained that, because it doesn't matter if it looks amazing if the game is dog shit.
Yeah. It doesn't matter that this update I can
right,
do A, B, and C now with the touch of a button, but still like gotta work every goddamn day to get, like, still gotta pay bills that are outrageous and things like that.
Are we in a simulation right now?
So
are we in a game?
Why not think about it like that to some degree to give it some sense, so if we are in a simulation, if it's possible that simulations are real, we are in a simulation. If
it's possible, if it could happen, it is happening?
Yes, if it could happen, it is happening. More than likely.
I mean, that's right. That's how it goes every time.
That's how it is, though. Like, yeah.
That's how it goes.
Still take care of yourself and shit like that, but because you don't want to lose the game too early, you kind of want to. I kind of want to get to the last level. That'd be cool.
You know that there are people who are like Mac. Like, you know that you know that I outlived Mac Miller. Mac Miller being one of the greatest rappers of all time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and he became one of the great. He had amazing songs. Amazing career, and he became it. But he died younger than I am. So I'm like, I guess like I'm just like so deeply saddened by it. But I'm also like, I'm always thinking like, oh, this game is so unfair for me. But like, it's unfair for Mac Miller. Like that he was him, and he didn't get to be his life. So I'm torn up about it, because obviously I wish my life was better, and I wish I could blow up so I could have her money, so I could buy my girlfriend medications, I can help her, and so I could help my parents, my mom, my family. But I know that like I'm happy to be alive. I'm glad that we got this podcast. I'm glad that I'm here. I really think it would suck to die. A lot of people don't give a fuck, right? But I don't want to die, and I think that's what's kept me so motivated. So you have the questions on the thing. Somebody asked
questions, yeah.
I was thinking about that earlier, and somebody was like, "What keeps you so motivated?" But I really just don't want to die. I don't want my friends to die the way that Mac Miller died, the way that X died. I don't want I don't want to die. I want to be a rapper, you know, and I want to be able to be a rapper. And I want to show people my music, and I want to inspire a new generation of rappers. And I don't want to die, at least not right now. And I think I'll probably make it to like 35. And if I'm 35, that's like good, you know. Jay-Z was 35 putting out records. So
Yeah. That question was from at Productions BX.
oh, at production, at Productions BX.
BX. Liu Kang, thank you. But yeah, that's a good motivation, is to just not want to die. Like, my biggest thing when have ever, like, even when it's like you're joking, like, oh, I want to die, my first thought is like, I still got music to put out. Like,
Right.
nah. It's like shit gets real bad. It's like, I still got art to make and things like that. So like, that's my little thing that keeps me motivated, is I still got stuff to make. Even if I'm gonna churn out like some dog shit for a month, like, I got cooler art to make later. I just gotta keep making it.
Hearing how you're talking about it, I can tell that you've had like time to think about it, time to like really like think about this. I mean, it's something that we all kind of like, I think about, wonder. When I was oh my god, bro, no, oh my god, no, man, that story was gonna be so good. I'm sorry, bro, and I lost track. I lost my train of thought. I'm so sorry.
Oh damn! So
No, say the last thing you said. It was so good, and then
the last thing I said was that like I don't want to die, but I still have art to make,
because you still have all that stuff. Right? Okay. Right. Because and what if, you know, like there's so many possibilities that you are still able to complete, and there's so much left for you to show.
Yeah, I have so much more I want to do. Like, and it's, even if one person sees it 100 years from now, I'm still gonna be glad I did it. And like, I'm not gonna go to the grave happy without having done it. I still short term push projects off. Like, I'm a big procrastinator, right? But like, those projects are on my mind. I'm not gonna forget about those things and not do them. They're gonna get done. You just gotta give me a little bit of time, you know. Even though,
and maybe that's how your life is run. Like maybe like your brain is like, you know, formulating these beautiful pieces, and it's like, I can't finish this now, because you know that like it's an intrinsic motivation for you. You know what I mean? It's something that keeps you going, and you're smart enough to be like, you know, this is something that if I have this in my life, it'll give me life, as in it'll keep me alive. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And that's gorgeous, beautiful, you know, poetic.
Like, truly, I'm working on getting another self-produced release ready before I finish the album I'm sitting on. Just so that, like, I kind of always have something in the back burner that I was like, all right, I still got to drop this. Like, this isn't out yet. Like, that's something I got to do. Just kind of keep myself stocked up and motivated, especially like where I'm at musically. You could take time off and still keep solid fans, but
you think? No way, bro. It took me all this time to get back here. Where I'm at right now, it took me.
You could keep the real ones, but
you're right.
You're on the come up right now, so you kind of can't afford to not do stuff.
I have to do every day, every song.
And yeah, even if it's a goofy ass song, like something, you know, Vlad's got to post every day. You need something.
But really, it seems like it's good advice overall for all people to be posting every day. It feels like it's what you got to do.
I've been trying to be more active about it, but sometimes it's just like, God damn, I don't want to do this today. Like,
yeah, it's awful.
I don't have the time for the internet.
I wish I could post without using my phone. In sort of like this, like, I wish I could just be like sitting there and just be like, all right, picture of me in this room and just like,
Yeah. 20, I'd say 2032, so 10 more years from now, I'll probably be able to do that.
no way.
That'll be one of the quality of life improvements that we'll get.
Dude, man, we're just like,
The rent will be, it'll be $2,000 for a 1-bedroom apartment anywhere.
we're trying to get we're trying to get what's the Roblox? Like Roblox will be like all the currencies. Everyone's trying to like mine for Roblox.
Yeah.
Wait, did I see a texty text from who? All right, let me
So-
hold on before. I just want to say that project, the LP, it got it's doing pretty nice. Looks like we just hit 3,000 plays on it. Very exciting.
Doing good numbers. It probably goes up at least 50 every time I click on the page. That's been my rotation.
That's why I keep feeling like pretty happy about the plays. At first I was like, it's not gonna hit 10K at the end of the week, but I think it'll hit 10K by the end of the week. And I would not. Well, actually,
That's great. That's amazing.
maybe
Even hitting
maybe
even hitting 100 by the end of the week is like astounding. It's like you got 100 plays on something, but like
yeah, better. I'm about to run this every single listen, bro.
10K listens, like, because especially with it being so short and it being on SoundCloud,
Yeah,
it's very easy to just like keep listening to that. I was doing that at work the other day. I just was that's why I kept tweeting about it. Is because I kept listening to it. Because it's just like, well, I'm not going to exit SoundCloud. I'm just going to hit the top track again. And like,
damn, it's a trap.
Yeah.
But it'll be out on all platforms on the 30th, just in case anyone's like, on the 30th of this month.
That'll be. So this episode's probably going to come out. So I got the curse words episode coming out 30th. Let's go maybe the 7th or the 14th.
Okay, so it'll be out for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
All right. Well, and if you're watching, comment below what you thought.
Yeah. Shit. So the standard podcast questions. This has been a very loose goose episode, and I love it, Vlad. I was kind of playing. I kind of knew that was gonna be how it was. You just seem like the person who's be better. Like it's just gonna be like us hanging out. Like that's how it's gonna be, which is cool. And I can see what your studio looks like, but for the listeners, what's your studio setup like?
I have 2 KRKs, which are just like monitors, and I have actually, we were wrong about the mic. I have an Audio Technica. I think it's like 2i2 or whatever. Got a Focusrite with 2 slots. It's the one that's 200, not 100. So it's not the little one. I got my rig, obviously. I got these headphones. I think there's also Focusrite. I've had all of these things for
Audio Technica. I can see them.
Yeah. Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Fuck. But all the shit that I got is like the monitors I was only able to get thanks to Rich Illuminati. Shout out Rich Illuminati. But they're probably the most expensive, valuable thing that's here. The actual Audio Technica mic, dude. Like it's a crazy story. Like when I was in high school, so I told this before, but I was in a group called Bamboo Mirrors. What's this? And it was with my friend Rakim and my friend Trayvon. And we were just making like hip hop, boom bap style rap music. Oh my God. Why am I talking about Bamboo Mirrors? I'm sorry, bro. I'm high as hell. Why am I talking about
mic? Because
the mic. So the mic that I used when I was in sophomore in high school was and now I'm here and I feel like I'm about to probably blow up and it's the same mic. But it's not the same exact mic because mine was a USB mic, right? Because it was like one of those USB ones you plug right in. And now this one it plugs into the interface. But I don't know. I think that's kind of cool. Like I really have used this piece of hardware all throughout my career. So like I think that my vocal. Some people will tell me like they think my vocal sounds very specific. Like it's like, oh, like your voice is specific, but also the way that you're mixing is specific. Like some people think like it's. I don't really like. I'm not too. Oh God. I don't know what it is yet. I'll let people decide. But some people think that the way that I mix my vocals is very specific, and I think it has to do with this mic. And I think that it's this specific Audio Technica mic, and you can see the monitor is like fucked up. And every time I record, I just hold it up like this, and I have a pop filter right here, and we can try to do like a plums. I guess the P is kind of, yeah, it doesn't work a little bit, but that's how I do it. This is my studio setup. I'm in this room right now. Actually, they can't see the video, but this room is probably, I don't know how big it is. It's like 2 small closets big. I got a green screen behind me. I don't really use the green screen all that much just because I'm not too good at the keying. For some reason, I have trouble with it doesn't key the right way, so I don't know how to really do that well, but that's my equipment. It's been the same. You don't need better equipment.
No, you don't. And you really don't. Like, everything else you can do it in the box.
Yeah.
So that's all the stuff that you used. God, so you freestyle. I'm just looking over the questions, trying to figure out any more podcast questions. So when is a song ready to go out? Like, when are you ready to post a song on SoundCloud?
Man, and that's really the question that I think I'm always asking myself. You know, it can change. You know, sometimes when you're getting money, shit can just go. You know, like if I was really getting money, I would just I would just like, you know, I would just be rapping and just letting it go. And I wouldn't really think about criticizing myself, because if I had money, I would be able to help the people I needed. That's all I need in my life, to help people. So if I was in that situation, it could just go. But right now, you know, I'm trying to survive and live my life, help my people. So I'm always thinking. So now I'm like a little bit more jaded. When is the song ready to go? Probably after 2 or 3 sessions. First session, we'll make it. Second session, we'll listen to it together, send the song. Third session, I'll work on it by myself, send you the final. A little bit of time goes by so that the song can, like wine, the song can sit maybe 2 weeks. And then listen to it again, final mix. Hey, does this sound good? So that's 3 to 4 sessions, the song can be done now. But I'm being really 100% serious when I say, like, if you're getting money, if I was getting money, I would drop the song every day, every hour.
Damn. We need a government subsidized Vlad posting. That's what we need.
Well, maybe not every hour, but you know NBA Youngboy, right? NBA Youngboy dropped 70 songs this month.
That's fucking nuts. Like,
dude, that's crazy. That's like, but he's already rich. So it's like, you're thinking, like, how, you know, is it, like, those songs are getting him more rich, but he's already rich. I'm talking like a loser, bro. I need to, not like a loser. I'm talking like someone who isn't confident in his future. I feel like I'll blow up this year, and I honestly, the way that I'm getting there right now is to drop more music. You've seen it, I've been dropping more music, so I'm gonna just keep on dropping more music. I think I'm undeniable, but we'll let people decide. And if not, then I think I could get a good job at the store where they sell the fabrics, Joann's Fabrics.
Yeah, we'll see. But so what I do want to say is you have good, like, hype by, like, tweeting a snippet vid and then the song not being out yet. It's just like, especially like when it's catchy, it's like, all right, I gotta check this Twitter vid again today. Can't wait for this to drop.
Yeah, Twitter is, once you're on it, you're like, you really get engaged and you really become like a part of a network. And so I think some people are really familiar with my music, and they're like, they show people my music, and they're like experts, and they're like, yo, bro, like I seen this Vlad Twitter fucking snippet, and like they like know the snippet, and then they'll message me like, yo, when is this dropping? I didn't think it would play out like that. I thought that like people would like comment and be like, yo, this sucks, and like it would like get retweeted, and like that's how it would build the base. But it really feels like I'm building the base because people just like listening to the songs, and they'll come back and they're willing to come back to ingest more of it. So many people came, and I was like, you know what? Let's congratulate all of them. Let's give them all the music. And I think that's where I'm seeing a lot of success right now in like this moment in time. And I'm hoping that tomorrow that success just builds and builds and builds. And I'm hopeful, and this conversation has made me very hopeful for the future. So thank you. Actually, it's 1:07. I know that actually I gotta go. I'm so sorry.
It's 1:07. You gotta go? I had to go soon anyways. It's all good.
Okay, awesome. Well, I love this interview. If you're watching right now, if you can please say the name of it again, the place, the thing.
It's called labgrown.
Labgrown. Listen, this is Vlad. When I'm rich, remember labgrown. Labgrown. Labgrown gave me a spot. Labgrown. God bless you, labgrown.
Labgrown. Do you want to... I feel like we didn't even get through all the podcast questions.
Well, let's do the questions. Let's do. What about the ones that people ask?
The ones that people ask. Do you want to do those really quick?
Well, yeah, let's do quick fire.
Quick fire. All right. So, whoa, we're back. We're back with your questions from Twitter. I heard you got started making dubstep like beats. Is this true? Dubstep. That's from Knife Baby.
Oh my God. Knife, you dog. Okay, yeah, that's true. I love dubstep music. Me and Clayface, he's part of Akimala too. He introduced me to DJing, and he basically showed me all dubstep and rhythm, and he was like, "Oh, you should do this." And of course, I think I really learned how to DJ. Yes. The answer is yes.
All right, hell yeah. Scott Taylor asks, "What's your favorite kind of beats to rap on, and what's your favorite to make?"
Man, okay. I think my favorite kind of beats to rap on is when you when you flip a crazy sample. That's always for me the hottest. But if you made the sample, then that's hot too. I'm just not as technically talented as some people. There's Beardex, Popstar Benny, Benny Baby. Those guys can flip samples, but I'm not flip samples. They can create samples, but I'm more of like a sample flipper. So that's the kind of beat I want to make, a flip sample kind of beat.
All right. Jeremiah asks, what kind of music did Vlad listen to back then? You kind of went over that in childhood and teenage years. You did go over that.
Yeah, I did, but I just want to add real quick. I fucking love the band Shinedown. Do you know the band Shinedown?
I do know the band Shinedown.
Yeah. I just hate it. Yeah, listen, I love that song, and I would love to work
about that song.
I want to work with them so bad. So if you Shinedown, I'm literally gonna take this clip out of the thing, and I'm gonna tag them and be like, I want to work with you. I love you, Shinedown. I also love Nickelback and Slipknot. Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Last question,
okay.
We'll wrap it's from Bitter Fears 96. Oh, it's from Fear. That's who that is. I'm like, who the fuck is this? Reading their ad, but it's from Fear. You know Fear.
Yeah.
What's it like to be Vlad?
It's pretty good actually. Lately, it used to not be so good, but no, actually, it used to always be good, and it's always been good. Sometimes I just keep forgetting. I keep forgetting the things that I love. Keep forgetting the people I love, things, who I am, and I go through cycles of remembering and remembering. But life is good, and I like being Vlad. So